What is going on, everybody? I hope tonight finds you well. Hope we get a bunch of people in here tonight. May not. And that's okay if I don't. I just enjoy coming on and doing a live stream. You know, it's kind of weird. Everything's changing on YouTube. Everything's kind of going the way of the buffalo, if you will, for small content creators. I don't know what's going to happen, and I think that's the thing. Nobody knows what's going to happen. There's a lot of speculation, a lot of back and forth on the internet. I won't say the internet. I'll say YouTube in general. So until everybody comes in, we're just going to kind of let the music play a little bit. This is by Kevin MacLeod. It's called Beat One, and this is found on FreePD. FreePD is a place where you can find music for your, video creations or your podcast creations, whatever it is you're into. It's a creator resource, and it's free to use. So, again, freepd.com is where you can find Beat One by Kevin MacLeod. So tonight, it's just an open forum. We're going to talk about whatever is on your mind. I've got a few things on my mind tonight, but just kind of wait. Let some people come in. Hope everything's good, clear. Hope the audio's good, the video's good. If it's not, let me know, and I'll make some adjustments on the fly if I need to. Internet connection is good tonight. You've been a part of our live streams before where they've gone sideways. And you know that it can go bad really quick. But again, tonight we're just going to do an open forum. This is going to be one of my last few that I'm going to do actually here on YouTube. Everything's going to switch to Twitch before it's over with. Twitch is kind of a weird platform, though. Twitch is one of those things that it's hard to figure out. It's mainly set up for gaming. Really, if you think about it, that's what it primarily is, a gaming platform. People go on there to stream their video gameplay. And that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just not a gamer, so I wouldn't be streaming anything of that nature onto that platform. But again, tonight we're just gonna let some people filter in. Hopefully we have a large showing tonight. If not, doesn't matter. I enjoy doing this. This is why I come on and do this, because it's something that I enjoy. But if you're here and you want to make a comment, please do make a comment. All comments are welcome. And if we get the Merry Band of Misfits to come in, hey babe, how are you? Thank you for joining me tonight. If we get the Merry Band of Misfits on here tonight, then conversation usually gets fun. But I don't know. Maybe nobody will come, and that's okay. Because these videos are not going to stay up anyways. I'm going to leave them up just for a couple of days, and then I'm going to delete them all out. I'm going to, of course, download them and save them to my hard drive because they are my videos. They are something that I created, and I will use them in other ways and other platforms to come. So, again, hopefully we'll get some more people in here. But I hope everyone's doing well tonight. I hope the day has been good to you. I hope the evening's going to be good to you. It's kind of been a nasty, messy kind of day today. Just rain and not really cold though. It's been kind of, I don't know, it wasn't even really muggy. It was just kind of, it was cool. The temperature was cool. It wasn't hot, wasn't cold. It's kind of in the middle, which is good. I mean, Hey, Philip, how are you, man? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Hope everything's good with you. Hope you and the family are doing well. Getting ready for Thanksgiving, hopefully, and hopefully everything's good in your world. Maybe tonight we'll have some more people jump in. I don't know how many people's going to actually come in, but again, still be fun, no matter what. So, Philip, what's going on with you? Hey, Cynthia, how are you? I hope everything's good with you. Yeah, tonight's going to be kind of a weird night. It's going to be an odd night. We're just going to talk about some things. I'll kind of explain why I'm going to leave YouTube here for too long. We'll get that going in a minute. So I hope the video and audio is coming through well. I hope the lighting's right. I tested it a few times. I wasn't really happy with it, but you know what? I figured, what the heck? I'll just run with it. And I don't know if you guys came into the live stream tonight and then there's a disclaimer there that says it's not made for children. You have to click that box now. We're going to talk about that here in a little bit. It's just some stuff that's changing, some stuff that's happened to YouTube over the past over the past months or so, and it's really going to affect everybody that creates any kind of video content for this platform. So maybe we'll get into that. Myself, I think it's kind of an overreach, but hey, it is what it is. Is what it is. I tell you what, I am looking forward to Thanksgiving. I'm looking forward to having the family over and everybody just kind of chilling out. It's going to be a little bit different this year, but that's okay. We'll get through it. But yeah, we're all looking forward to. I am eating too much and taking a nap, and the beautiful thing is we're going to be here at the house, so I don't have to drive anywhere, so I can eat, fill my belly, and then crash on my own couch if I want to. But again, tonight, anything and everything goes, whatever you guys want to talk about. Well, let me rephrase that. I don't want to say anything and everything goes because it's been some really weird conversations these guys have at work. And if they jump on here, I don't know if I want to go into that territory. But you know what? If we do, then it won't be for kids. Okay. So anyways, man, oh man, John's junk. What's up, John? How are you, man? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us tonight. Boogers. We don't want to talk about boogers. Oh, man. Yeah. Boogers. Another day. Yeah, maybe another day. Another day, another platform. So like I said on my video that I posted on Facebook just a little while ago, I'm actually going to leave the platform. I'm going to start streaming on Twitch. I'm going to jump off of here and go to Twitch. And I know Twitch will change at some point, and everything will go kind of sideways with it as well. But for right now, I think it's going to be a better platform. The only thing about Twitch, though, man, I don't know how to set it up to where the stream looks like what you're seeing now. Because, again, all the things I've seen. Cool, man. What'd you do at Stone Mountain? You just went for the heck of it or just to hang out? Was there a car show going on or something there? Yeah, the rain, man. It was just, I don't know. I don't like the rain. I wish it would. Rain's cool sometimes, but on the weekend, I wish it would just be sunny. I'll take cold. I'll take snowy. I just don't like rain. Rain's kind of depressing, if you will. Oh, no one else was there. I'm very good. Very good. Yeah, well, that's cool. That's funny. Oh, man. Well, another thing, too, I think tomorrow I'm going to be doing my, I'm going to actually record another episode for my podcast. And this next episode coming up, I think I might have to break it into 2 episodes. It's going to be on the Japanese suicide forest. Now, I got to studying and researching that, and there's some weird stuff that goes on in that forest. And there's a lot of backstory behind it, a lot of history, a lot of, I don't want to call them myths because they're not myth. It's more of a misunderstanding. That's what we'll call it. A lot of stuff that's, you know how legend and lore and mythology goes. I mean, somebody will take a little piece of a story and they'll run with it and they'll say, oh, this is why this is. But once you get into it and research a little bit more of the Japanese suicide forest, you kind of see that there's some weird stuff that goes on there. And I'm really looking forward to recording that episode. I think I'm going to have to do it in 2, though, like I said, because there's so much information there. And Epstein didn't kill himself. Absolutely. You know, I thought about making a graphic about that tonight. I didn't. I should have. But, you know, that's the thing, man. All the weird stuff that happened with that, that's just too much of a perfect storm. We all know he didn't kill himself. Everybody knows that. Come on. But you know what? The thing about that is, though, even though he did commit suicide, even though that happened, they're still moving forward with the investigation. So I think that's gonna uncover. It's kind of like, you know, when you flip on the lights. I don't know, some of my first apartments, whenever I was younger and coming up, and You flip on the lights and all the cockroaches scatter. That's what that's going to be like. There's a lot of cockroaches sitting on the counter, and that light's going to come on and they're going to scatter. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with that. But it is interesting to see all the twists and turns and all the things that people are talking about with that. It's kind of like the impeachment hearings. All I can say about that is give me a break. Give me a break. They're talking about impeachment and, all this other stuff. And I've been listening to some of the questioning and the testimony and the hearings. And, it's so weird to listen to this because these people they're coached into what to say, for this hearing. But whenever it turns and it's time for someone else to cross-examine, I don't know. No, he didn't. That's all they have. It's just a sham. It's a shame that we've gotten to this point in our society and our politics. And, that's the thing about politics and politicians. I'm going to get off on a little side rant here, if you will. But that's the thing, we should be working together, but we don't. And the American people suffer because of it. And it's not just Democrats, it's Republicans too. Shame on every one of you. Shame on you people who are elected to take care of us and the will of the American people. And because of your greed and you want to fill your pockets with money and you want to solidify your position because there are no term limits, you're just happy being a fat cat. You sell your soul and you sell us out, the American people. So there we go. I had to say that. You know what? Pre-lit trees, man. We had one for a while, and I think I lost somebody. Maybe my political rant scared him off. I don't know. But anyways, no, speaking of pre-lit trees, yeah, we had one, and we still got it, but we just never plugged the lights up because half of them worked, half of them didn't. So we just started using our own lights and string them on there. That's my job. Putting the lights on the Christmas tree. That's what I do. But yeah, I don't know, man. The state of the world today and the state of people in general today is it's bad. It's pathetic. It's really sad too. It's one of those things, man, that just, we wish it were different, but it's not. And I guess that's the way it's always going to be. But it just seems like it's getting worse. It's not. It's not pre-lit anymore. Oh man. Anyway, but yeah. So tonight, guys, anything you want to talk about? Anything that's going on? I've got an idea for a segment. Want to do. I was gonna put this together, but I just ran out of time. The dumbest things people say because. There's so much dumb crap that people say all the time. And, politicians, celebrities, normal, everyday, in and out people. A lot of dumb stuff people say and do. And I want to put a segment together like that. And maybe I'll bring that to my my live streams when I get to Twitch. I don't know. We'll see. But, yeah. But there's a lot of stupid stuff on the internet. But I do have a couple of things for tonight's live stream. I don't know if you guys, hang on. We're going to talk about the YouTube thing. I always get preoccupied with little doodaddy stuff like this when I'm sitting here talking. I don't know, maybe it just keeps my mind straight. I don't know what that is. But anyways, no, YouTube is changing. Oh boy, cheese. Scary theories. Well, we've talked about some theories and some conspiracy stuff. We can talk about scary theories. What you got? Throw it at us. We'll all jump in. I will especially. And even if I don't know, I'll tell you I'm ignorant. I forgot where I was going there. Welcome, Oh Boy Cheese. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for hanging out with us. Welcome to the live stream. All the comments are welcome. Just throw them in there. But yeah, I'll tell you, if you want to talk about something, it's really not scary, and it's not a theory, but I'll tell you one of the shows that I did binge watch on Netflix not too long ago. It was the series Dark. There's been two episodes, 2 seasons. I think they're about 8 episodes long. And if you've not seen that, it deals with time travel and wormholes and things like that, and how everything can get all kinds of screwed up with time travel if you mess it up. But it's really good. It got me really thinking about, wormholes, and is time travel actually possible? I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that goes on in this world that we can't explain, that we don't understand. Look at our oceans. We've not even come close to exploring and totally understanding, what's at the bottom of the ocean, just because of not only the depth, but the vast expanse of the ocean. So there's a lot of stuff there that we just don't understand. So scary theories. Let me see if I can think of some. One of them, here's your feet coming down the stairs. One who's joining me tonight. But anyway, sorry I'm getting quiet there. I'm going to have to talk to myself here. What's at the bottom of the ocean, Philip? Water? So if water's at the bottom of the ocean, all right, guys. What's it? Well, it's kind of quiet tonight. We got 4 people in. Thank you for coming in tonight, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. Well, probably, Philip. The thing about the parts that are out of stock, that's the factory. And I can't do anything about that. I wish I could, but I can't. Unfortunately, due to the size and the nature of the beast that we are a part of, we are at the mercy of them. Actually, they're going to bring in some people to actually sit down and talk to us about that. I think about mid-January is when that's going to happen. So hopefully they'll get to the bottom of some of the problems. And again, we've just grown to the point where we're huge. I mean, 68 branches now that we've got. It's kind of hard to supply all that. So no, dude, I don't take offense to any of that. I know people are just picking, and even if you aren't, then that's okay. I don't mind it a bit. I don't have a problem with that. So my son's in here walking around. Anyway. But no, I don't know. I don't know what scary theories there are. If anybody's got any, throw them out there. We've talked about a bunch of scary stuff on here. We talked about, it is mind-boggling. It's gotten to the point where, just look at our branch, man. It's gotten to the point where we're just huge. There's so many people, so many names you don't know, so many different faces. People come through all the time. Technicians, I don't even know. And I'm like, who are you? What's your name? Yeah, No, I don't. But, oh, man. Well, I'm going to talk a little bit about what's going on with YouTube for content creators. The thing about YouTube is, did you know that YouTube was sued for $170 million by the FTC for targeting ads to children, which, that law was passed, or a new regulation was passed in 2013, but YouTube continued to push and target ads to children, and it was just on every channel, every channel that was monetized, rather. So all of those ads were not supposed to be targeted to children, so they were fined for it, and And unfortunately, because of that, now all content creators are required to mark their videos if they are for children or not for children. And here's the problem with that. You could mark it that it's not for children, but the rules and regulation are so vague. Now, this is not YouTube that's pushing this regulation. This is the FTC. But they're so vague, and there's no definitive. You don't know if you're marking it right or not. Now, the problem with marking your videos, you can either do one of two things: not do it, or mark everything not for children, or like the Lego creators and people who do animation and people who do games or game live streams. That could be technically for children. Even though there's cussing and carrying on, it's a visually appealing video to children. So because of that, you have to mark your videos. Now, if you mark them wrong and somebody goes in there and sees these and they say, oh, well, that could be construed as children. You see this giraffe back here? Because there's a little line or a little part in that where it says, because it's bright and colorful and it would appeal to a child, they could say that this video or this live stream was made for children. Now, if you don't identify your videos correctly, they could fine you up to $42,000 per incident, meaning per video that you have marked wrong. And I think that's a shame because the rules and the thing is so vague. Here's another part of that that's so vague. Because I played music at the beginning. Music is appealing to children. That could be considered as being made for children, even though I marked this live stream before I set it up and hit go as not for children. And YouTube says, okay, well, we're going to have our artificial intelligence. It's going to scan through the channels and see, and we're going to mark them. So we're going to let artificial intelligence go through, look at every video, analyze every video that every creator posts, and then they're going to mark that based on what their AI says. And if they mark it wrong and you don't catch it, guess what? You could be fined based on whatever the fine they feel like hitting you with. And that's scary. That's scary for a lot of creators. It's scary for me. And if you notice, I don't know if any of you are subscribed to my channel, I deleted everything that I've got because I marked it all not for children. I marked it appropriately. But I don't need somebody coming in and looking through my videos and saying, oh, no, you marked that wrong. So you're in violation of the new compliance that goes into effect January 1st of 2020. And that's mind-boggling to me. And they're going to, from what I've heard and read and watched and on and on and on, they're going to go through and do a sweep of YouTube. They're going to look for everything that's marked incorrectly. They're going to look for things that are supposedly targeted towards children. Now, we do have YouTube Kids, or they have YouTube Kids, which, is supposed to be a children's channel. And basically what this is, guys, is this. They want us to be a parent's nanny. They want YouTube creators to babysit your children and make stuff that's not appropriate, or make stuff that's appropriate, or if it's for children, it needs to be marked appropriately. You know what? I'm not a nanny. I've got my own children to deal with. I don't have to worry about everybody else's children because it's not my job to raise them. And I do make sure that, we monitor what our kids do and watch. And I think every parent should. Now, the other sad part to this is because YouTube has been fined starting December, I believe it's the 20th, and maybe it's December 10th. YouTube is going to go through and start getting rid of channels. If you're not commercially viable, they could delete your channel, or you could delete your videos, or they could delete whatever they want to. It's their, I get it. It's a business. It's their business. It's for them to do. And I think a lot of that is just out of fear of being fined again if something's been marked wrong. But I think that's a shame. I think that's a shame for somebody like, let's say a small creator like me that wants to come on and actually just do a live stream to hang out with friends, to do something fun, to do something interactive like this, or just to post a video like some of the videos that I've been doing as of late are about podcasting and about live streaming and how to set up. But even those could be considered appealing to children, and that could be marked inappropriately or ding you. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't have $42,000 to pay the fine. So again, all of my videos have been deleted. Of course, I've got all my stuff on my hard drive. I don't ever delete the stuff that I create, but I am looking for another platform to put my videos on. And that's why I'm going to Twitch for my streaming. Here in the next couple of weeks, I will be done with YouTube as far as streaming goes. Now, there is another platform that's out there. There's a couple. There's Library. There's BitChute. I know that sounds weird to say that, but it's BitChute's okay. I mean, you can upload your videos, but man, it takes forever. Yeah, absolutely. Sure does, $42K, but that goes straight to the government. But, anyways. But BitChute's it looks like a pretty good platform. I think it needs some work. It's a bit clunky. It's a bit cumbersome. But again, I posted one video there, kind of looking at it and seeing how it does. And I'm going to post some more there, take some more of my older content and put on there and just kind of see how it works out. But I am thinking about doing my own website. I do own 2 domain names. This is my first day with my new mouth. Please forgive me. And I'm going to put those up there, and they are the Bearded Guy Podcast. So I'm actually going to start posting my podcast there. And my podcasts are on Anchor.fm. If you want to go check those out, the link is there on the screen. You can't click on it. You just have to type it in. But anyways. So, yeah, it's kind of scary what's coming down the pipe for YouTube. Now, another thing, too, that really I've been watching, a lot of videos coming out now. Now, here's where I don't want to call it a rant because it's not. There's a lot of videos right now about this COPPA, C-O-P-P-A. Hey, Chuck, what's up, man? Glad to have you here. Thanks for joining us. But there's a lot of things out about this COPPA right now that's going on with YouTube. And a lot of people are making videos. And here's the funny thing about that is they put up the thumbnail and they've got the sad face. This is the end. And they've got that face, and that's their caption. But if you watch the videos, they're making money off the videos, and I'm seeing their subscriber, or not subscriber counts, but their view counts, man, just go through the roof. And I get it. It's a big topic right now, and it's kind of scary for everybody, but they're making money off of it right now. So, again, it is what it is. It's a shame. Small creators just get pushed around and bullied a good bit, because there's algorithms, there's things you gotta, my God, there's more than a ton of videos that are out there about, the YouTube algorithm, how to make it work for you, there's just so much. It's just crazy. It used to be, I know nothing about this YouTube. I think at some point YouTube is going to quit being called YouTube. It's going to be called the Tube because that's all it is. It's going to turn into another streaming service. It's kind of like that now. There's YouTube. What is it? Red? Is that what it is? Because hey, you want to? No, thanks. I don't want a free trial. Got enough streaming services already. I already have Hulu and Netflix. That's all I need. I don't need another one from YouTube. No, I don't know. It just kind of sucks, man. It just kind of sucks because this is a great place just to hang out, to come on and do the live streams that I do. But going down the tube, yeah, pretty much. I mean, where there's a will, there's a way. Somebody's going to come out with something. And that's another thing, too. Everybody always talks about, I wish somebody would come out with a new platform. I wish somebody would come out with a new platform. And then, especially when YouTube does a bunch of stuff and changes pulls the rug out from under your feet, which is, every other month, it seems like. But, they do that, and then it's always this, everything goes up in flames, and hey, we got to make something new. Then it gets quiet, and nobody does anything new. And then the stuff that's out there can't compare to it. You can't tell me that there are not other competitors out there that could make something just as good or better. Give them a run for the money. Make it like the cable companies. When, the cable companies, before it was they're infighting with each other. They're fighting each other. We got to have this special. We got to have that special. Well, AT&T's got more people than we do. Well, Comcast has got more people than we do. At some point, all that infighting and keeping, increasing pricing and monopolizing the whole thing, look what happened to them. Well, they're still strong. You got Netflix, you've got Hulu, now you've got Disney Plus, you've got Amazon Prime, you've got so many streaming services. YouTube TV, that's another one. I actually use YouTube TV. I don't mind using that because, I get my channels and stuff like that, and it's got nothing to do with this part of YouTube, which sucks. This just sucks. Anyways, enough of that rant. Sorry about that. But that's what's happening, guys. And this is all coming in the next couple of weeks. Everything is, I'm curious to see if it's going to be the apocalypse that all these people are talking about. And maybe it'll be nothing. Maybe it'll be a flash in the pan. Maybe somebody will come in and fix it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Doesn't matter. Really doesn't matter. But I am going to do my own webpage. I really got some ideas for that. Definitely have some ideas for that. Chuck, we were supposed to, I think everybody's supposed to get back together to do a paranormal investigation. I don't know what's going to go on with that. I'm still looking forward to it. Hopefully we'll get some people together and we can get out there and do that. I definitely want to put something together for that. It doesn't have to be at night either. We can do it in the daytime. The thought of stumbling around in the dark in places is just not my cup of tea, to be honest with you. But anyway, so I hope everybody's good tonight. Appreciate you guys stopping by. 4 people in, I'll take it. I'll take it all day. Heck, I'll take one if they come in and just hang out with us. But yeah, so everything's changing. Everything is changing. I guess it really is a freak show. Sorry for ranting earlier, but sometimes it's good to purge like that because it's just frustrating. It's frustrating for me. Okay. I'll talk to her about that. I'll contact her and see what she wants to do. Yeah, we I don't know if you guys heard the podcast where Chuck and Cindy came over and we sat down and had a discussion about paranormal investigation and just the afterlife in general. And I think that was my most listened to episode of any podcast that I've put up. And it had nothing to do with me. It was Chuck and Cindy. But that was a great time. I enjoyed you guys coming by, and it was a good interview. But I want to do it again. I want to get, and that's another thing too. I was thinking, when talking about interviews, I'm thinking the way that I want to go with I have another YouTube channel. Yeah, it was definitely, man. I have another YouTube channel. I may try to do some stuff on that one. I'm not going to keep going with this channel that I have here. And once I get it set up with Twitch and I get all the other stuff set up that I'm doing, I'll make sure that I post the links for you guys in Facebook and, anybody that may be interested. You go by there and check it out. But yeah, I'm thinking I want to do some live podcast, have some in-studio guests, if you will. Because now I was looking, and one of the things that I found, it's going to take a little, I'm not going to buy it right now. I have a tendency to get gear acquisition syndrome. Just watch my wife roll her eyes. She's probably doing it right now if she's hearing me. But they've got this new thing, man, called the ATEM Mini. And it's fixing to be released. And if you don't know what an ATEM Mini is, it's almost like it's a studio. It's a studio about the size of my keyboard. And what you can do is, yep. And what it allows you to do is it allows you to attach different cameras, up to 4 different cameras, and then output it to your computer for the purpose of live streaming or recording, which is kind of what the webcam is doing right now. And what that does is it allows you to switch between different cameras. So I'm thinking, okay, that with a microphone set up and having the different mics to do a live in-studio podcast. It didn't have to be with anybody, that's famous or anything, but just that kind of roundtable discussion and carrying on. Those kind of interactions and those kind of podcasts are, I think, what do the best. Storytelling podcasts is what I do, and I like them. I'm proud of them. But you really have to reach a certain audience, and you have to get to a certain level of reaching that audience. So, but yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I want to do that. I want to do the video podcast and have people in studio. I mean, it could be anybody. Anybody who wants to come in, we could just carry on a conversation. I know my brother, he was talking about he wanted to come on and do a podcast episode with me, and we're kind of planning that, and we're thinking about it. I don't know how we're going to do it. I'm sure we'll talk about it over the holidays, just kind of get together. So I don't know what it's going to be about, but again, I'm sorry, I'm just running my mouth tonight. It's just, sorry about that. Hey, definitely, Chuck, man. We could talk about anything and everything. I think it would be awesome. We get together and do that. So I've got so many ideas. And speaking of that, Chuck, I am moving towards doing I don't know if you heard me earlier, I am moving towards doing a web page. And I have the domains purchased, have those for a year until I renew them. I just need to figure out pricing and what it costs to actually host what I want to do. So I'll be getting in touch with Cindy about some artwork and things like that. I'll be more than happy to pay for whatever, but I definitely want to, get some stuff that I can use for the purpose of the actual webpage that I'm going to put together. It's going to be kind of centered around the podcast. It's going to be centered around, again, I don't know. I'm just in the research phase right now, trying to figure out how I'm going to put it all together. And I figured, doing something like that would be better than, having someone else dictate what I can and can't do when it comes to content. Because, here's the thing. I'm going to get back on this kick for a second. I'm sorry. I'm going to rant about this because it's really ticking me off, and it's pissing me off to the point where, here's the thing. I don't do vulgar content. I don't do stuff that your grandmother couldn't watch in church. And I'm not going to. I'm not going to do stuff that would take me out of what I am and who I am and go against my grain. Now, does that mean that, I don't cuss like a sailor? No. But what that means is whenever I put out video content and stuff like that, I don't feel like I need to have to do that so I can mark my videos as not for children or over 18. And I'm not monetized when it comes to any of this content. I don't make a nickel. I do it because I like to do it. I do it because it's fun. Now, of course, you do want to get to the point where you can monetize. I mean, that's normal. That's human. You're pouring out your heart and soul into a creation, and if somebody appreciates it enough to pay you for what you produce, great. That's great. But it's getting to the point now. Sorry, I keep hitting my arm there. It's getting to the point now where on December 10th, YouTube's going to change their new terms of service. It goes into effect. If you mark your videos over 18 only, you're not monetized. If you mark your video as being for children, you're not monetized. If you mark your video not for children and they say it is for children, you could be fined the $42,000. You tell me how that's right. It's not. It's not right under any circumstance. And it really pisses me off because it kills a lot of these smaller channels. It kills a lot of the creativity, and it kills a lot of the I've got a voice, let me speak. I think it's pathetic. I think it's sad. I think that making other people pay for your mistake is disgusting. It's just disgusting. It is what it is. You know what? it's like, and the worst part about it is nobody can be specific. They can't tell you these are the specific rules that you have to follow. These are the specific guidelines. It's all vague. It's all just, it's so vague. It's just like, can you not be specific? It's just disgusting. Sorry, I don't mean to rant about it, but it really ticks me off. It really ticks me off. So again, I've saved all my videos, all my stuff that I've created, and it's not the greatest stuff in the world. Yeah, I know, they're CYA. That's what it is. Cover your ass. It's CYA. That's exactly what it is. So I've saved all my old videos, and I never did. And when I created videos, when I was first, learning video creation and exploring and doing different things with that, I saved every video that I made. And when I say every video that I made, I created different folders, and I kept all the raw files where I had to stitch them together, and then I kept the final product in the folder. So I've still got all my videos, and I'm going to put those on somewhere else. I don't know where I'm going to put them, though. I'm going to upload them to another platform, but so yeah, again, it's just sad. And there's so many people freaking out about this. So many people are just like, oh, I don't know what to do. Well, I'll tell you what to do. If you're going to bite the hand that feeds you, you know what? Take your hand away. Because let's be honest, YouTube would not be YouTube without creators. YouTube would just be another platform sitting out there in cyberspace somewhere, all by its lonesome. People have made YouTube what it is. And that's sadly going away. I'm sorry. I'm ranting tonight. I don't mean to, but I am. It just ticks me off. I've seen some videos people are putting out lately, about this very topic. People that are really upset about this and crying and because this is what they do, Well, Chuck, there's BitChute. I don't know. I may put a link. To this here in just a little while. I'll do this. I'll put a link to it in the video description after the live stream's over. It's bitchute.com, bitchute.com. And it's a I don't want to say it's a burgeoning platform. It's a platform that's kind of new. It's struggling a bit. There's Library, LBRY. That's more of I haven't really had a chance to explore that yet. There's Dailymotion. I do have a Dailymotion account. Now, I may start putting some stuff on Dailymotion. That's another video upload site. But if you look at Dailymotion, it's more like I don't want to call it a celebrity thing. There's a lot of stuff there that content creators are doing. So there's Dailymotion, there's BitChute, there's Library. Of course, there's always Twitch to do live streams on, which is where I'm going to move my live stream starting, mid to late December. Because once I figure out how to do the Twitch streaming, I'm going to just be done with YouTube altogether. And then that's where everything will start going at that point. Again, because as much as I like the ease and the accessibility of being able to do everything here, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. Taking a chance on being fined that much. My God, who can pay that? So again, but sadly, I'll be deleting this one after I watch it because I always watch them. I always watch my live streams when I get done, and my wife will come by and she'll go, "Are you watching?" Yep, I sure am. Because I like to see. It's how you learn. It's how you, I could have done this different, I've done that different. I could have changed this. I could have changed that. So again, it's all about, it's all about learning and growing. Learning and growing. But again, yeah, Chuck, man, let's plan a time we can get together and do another podcast, man. We don't even have to talk about anything that's paranormal. We can just talk about whatever. We can have a round table of people. Yeah, I know. Simple loss of Autoloo. Yeah, how-to videos. Yeah, that's the thing. The how-to video stuff, man. I agree with you. The how-to videos are going to suffer. The Lego channels that are intended for adults. Oh, of course, after the holidays. Yeah, the how-to videos, the Lego channels that are for adults, the anime channels, the gaming channels, everything that's geared towards adult content has nothing to do with children, are going to be the ones that suffer, especially the ones that are monetized, because once they mark that video, yes, it's for kids, because they'll have to. They won't have a choice because, again, the rules are so vague on this one that anything that's appealing to a child basically has to be marked that it is for children because a child might watch it. See how vague that is? See how gray area that is? It's just, what? So anything can be marked as for a child. And once you do that, you're not monetized. You're done. So anybody that's making a living off of this, they're done. So anyways, again. Yeah, so it's going to be a weird couple of weeks, man, through the month of December for YouTube. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be the apocalypse everybody says it is. I do think it's going to change a great deal, though. And I think there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be terrified to do anything with it just because of the... Yeah, that's definitely crazy, Chuck. It's definitely crazy. I mean, go on there and look up COPPA, COPPA, and see all the videos and watch some of these people read through some of the new guidelines and watch some of the videos about the FTC talking about YouTube creators. I think one video stated that here's the scary thing. One video stated that YouTube is the barrel and the content creators are the fish in the barrel. And we're going after the content creators. You tell me. Why would you even risk it? Why would you even risk it? And the only way around it, here's the deal, is if you come on and you drop F-bombs and you just crude and rude, that's the only way around it. That's the only way the AI that YouTube is going to put out there is not going to see what you're, not going to mark your video content as for children. Yep, that could go away too. Content creators are the fish in the barrel, and they are coming at you. They said they're going to do a full sweep of YouTube. And when they said they're looking at content creators that are on purpose marking their content incorrectly just so they could stay monetized. So even people like me that aren't monetized, that do it just because they like to do it, are going to suffer because of that. I just think it's a shame. I think it's a damn shame. And we're going to suffer because of that. And to be honest with you, there's no content creator on YouTube that could target advertising towards a certain group. We don't have that power. We don't have that ability. We don't have that technology from a webcam and a desktop computer to direct who the video advertising is for. Nobody does. The only people that do are, guess what? YouTube. So I don't know. It's just a crazy time. It's crazy, crazy time. But there's a lot of stuff out there on it. So if you're curious and you want just more details on it, go on there. Look at some of the yeah, absolutely. So go on there and look at some of it. I urge you, anybody that uses YouTube, I want you to go see how the landscape could possibly change here in the coming weeks and in the coming year. And, you may not be a content creator. You may be somebody that just enjoys certain channels that may deal with certain topics or may discuss certain things. Those channels are probably going to be affected in one way or the other. You may not be able to get the content that you want. And if you want to talk about conspiracy theories, some people say this is a way to silence you. This is a way to take away an alternative view of either politics or religion or social norms or whatever that is. And that's a big conspiracy right now. They're trying to silence the people. Who knows? I don't know if it's that. It could be. Could very well be. I don't know. If you're not on the right side of the fence, your voice doesn't matter and you get silenced. That's what happens. That's sad. It's pathetic that we live in a world today that people can't hear an opposing view without hurting their feelings and making them cry and making them need a safe space. Grow up. It's called an opinion. Everybody has one. And just because it doesn't align with yours doesn't mean it's wrong. And another thing, too, let's talk about tolerance right now. Opinions and tolerance. Tolerance is one-sided. Have you noticed that? Because my view is opposed or indifferent to someone else's, then I'm somehow to blame. I'm somehow wrong. I'm somehow the person that needs to shut their mouth. Not so much. You know what? If you claim you're a tolerant person and you can't hear the opposing view of someone who's not on the same side of the fence with you, then you're not tolerant at all. You're just not. You're just another mouth running. That's all you are. So, again, just my opinion. Man, I'm ranting a lot tonight. I guess all this stuff is just like, just frustrates me. Just frustrates the crap out of me. Because all I want to do is come on here and have a good time. All I want to do is hang out with my friends. Oh, man. That's been a good night, though. My stream didn't drop out. Internet's good. And the reason my internet's good, I'm not relying on Wi-Fi anymore. No, you can't have a discussion with people anymore because people don't want to discuss anything. They wear their emotions on their sleeve. They take emotion over rational thinking any day. You can't live like that. You can't live like that. And when you... Uh-oh. I don't even know what my wife just sent me, but I'll have to check it out in a minute. But no, you can't have a discussion with people because they wear their emotions on their sleeve and they're emotional creatures. They're not rationally thinking creatures. You know what? Say something that you feel like is going to offend me. I don't care. It doesn't bother me one bit because that's your opinion. You're entitled to your opinion. You're entitled to your worldview. You're entitled to your way of thinking, way of living, way of seeing things. And because I don't agree with it, doesn't mean that I think you're wrong. It's just that's not how I am. I have my own worldview. I have my own opinions. I have my own way of thinking. Doesn't mean that one's right over the other. It just means we're different people. We're human. People can't be human anymore because they always have to be right. That's the sad part about it. Yeah. That's what they think. That's what they think, that they're right and you are wrong. Anyway, and tonight's been a good discussion. It's been a good rant. You know, the sad part about this is I'm really enjoying this, but I'm going to delete this video when it's done because this will save as a video. I may leave it up for, I don't know, maybe a couple of days, and then I'll delete it off just to see if I get any kind of feedback on it. I know one of the videos that I did, and I've talked about this before, we did a live stream about the Mandela effect and the things that went on with that, and I got some really horrendous comments about that stream. But again, so I'm sure somebody will jump on here, especially when you start talking about tolerance. That's when the intolerance come out. That's when the people that don't see your point of view come out. An aerial photo view. Okay, that would be cool. I'm good with that. I would totally dig that. I'm looking for all kinds of creative ideas to go into that. But yeah, that's when the intolerant. Oh, really? Cool, man. Very cool. When you start, putting out a different view and a different way of thinking, that's when the intolerance comes out. I guess you're tolerant if you succumb to everybody else's viewpoint. Oh, man. I don't know. Hopefully, I can find somebody that can, excuse me. Hopefully I can find somebody that can help me set up my Twitch, because I don't know how to do it. I'm really looking forward to it. I've got the software for it. I've got the, I guess you call it an app, but it's on the computer, and I know how to get there. I've got an account. But I go to try to live stream, and there's nothing. It's blank. It's like, okay, where am I? I don't see myself here. I don't see myself streaming. But then I get this little count, people jumping in. It's like, oh yeah, somebody's watching. Oh, very cool, Chuck. Thank you, man. But so I don't know how to make Twitch work. I'm gonna figure that out. It's gonna be my my homework for the next coming weeks, to figure out Twitch and to get my stream, because I've seen people do Twitch streams. I've seen people do those where they look like what we're doing now. I don't know how to do it. I can't figure it out. I'm sure it's probably just simple. I need to just kind of jump on there and do it. I wonder what my wife sent me. Hang on, guys. Let me check this out. I don't even know if I want to watch that right now. Oh, man. Tonight's been a good stream, guys. Tonight has been a good stream. Thanks for letting me rant. Thanks for just letting me go off on a tangent. It felt good to do that. It's good to just purge the soul sometimes. Let some of that crap out. But again, I'm fixing to start ranting again. I'm not going to change who I am to make myself acceptable. I'm not going to change who I am to make a nickel from YouTube or advertisers. I'm not going to curse. I'm not going to carry on. I'm not going to, I don't know. I just want to be a decent guy and do what I enjoy, like a bunch of other people here. Just want to do what I enjoy, which is this. I was wondering the same thing. I can't even speak tonight. I was wondering the same thing, Chuck. Who is Crunch Time? I have an idea who it is. Let's see if I'm right. Let's see if he reveals his true identity. Who is Crunch Time? Where's my mouse? Oh, there's my mouse. So I was tinkering around with my video editing software, and I made some new video openings. I made one I really liked. I don't know if it's I was going to show that tonight and kind of get some opinions on that. So let me throw that one up here, and you guys tell me what you think. 1, 2, 3. All right, Chuck. Have a good one, man. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. We'll definitely talk about doing not only the podcast, but some other stuff too. So yeah, man. Thank you, Chuck. Appreciate it. Have a great night, man. And if I don't talk to you, I hope you have a great Thanksgiving coming up. But anyways, so tonight's been a good night. It's been about an hour, so it's about kind of how we run, about an hour. And we'll end it for the evening and let everybody get back to their families. And again, thanks for letting me rant. Thanks for letting me run my mouth. I had a good time doing it. But I don't know. I'll do this for another couple of weeks here on YouTube, and then I'll make sure that everybody has my link and everybody knows how to get to me at not only my podcast, my Facebook, but also when I actually go do a Twitch stream, I'll make sure that you guys have that as well. Because I do have a channel. I just got to figure out how to set it up. And right now I'm challenged, to say the least. But I think we're going to call it a night. I think we're going to We're going to ease on out of here tonight. But I appreciate everybody that came in. I appreciate everybody that jumped on. Appreciate all the comments. Appreciate the interaction. But you know what? We'll do it again next time. Maybe we'll do it again next week. I might even do a midweek stream since I'm got some vacation time. I think I might jump on here maybe one evening this coming week and just do some talking. Just, enjoy it while it's still here and see what happens. But again, thank you guys for coming out. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out with me. And I appreciate it. We will do it again next time. Hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great day tomorrow. And I hope you have a great week coming up. So, till then, guys, we'll do it again. Thanks.